Hey guys, this lesson is for All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled and everyone else. This was a great request. This is not a song that I would have thought to do a drum lesson on myself, but if you guys end up having half as much fun as I had, then it's going to be a good day. Let's check it out. Okay, the very beginning goes like this. And then it kicks into that first chorus. I'll play that for you again. Then we're into the chorus. Now this is the beat, it's a 2-bar loop that goes for like most of the song. So once we have this down, we are laughing. One thing that I can hear is this really sizzly kind of electronic hi-hat. I'm going to use the splash cymbal for that. That's going to play off beats nearly throughout the entire song. Okay? So for starters, we'll play a slightly simplified version, and that's just going to have the splash cymbal on the off beats with the beat playing between the kick drum and snare drum. That'll sound like this. Okay, so that's the easy version, and that's the main thing you're going to need to play most of the song. But as with so many hip-hop produced grooves, there's a lot going on. So I think we can add in some hi-hats to kind of catch some of the other rhythms that are happening in that groove. So if you want to challenge yourself, keep that offbeat hi-hat going on a crash cymbal, splash cymbal, open hi-hat, something like that, and then add in some closed hi-hats, just like this. After that chorus, we stop for the first few beats of Ludacris's verse. His verse is pretty chop and changey, so I'm not going to break down the whole thing, but basically underneath it all is essentially that same groove. Okay? Instead of going to that fill at the end of the second bar, we're just going to kind of play through it. So I'll play you what the verses mostly sound like. Right at the end of his verse, there's this cool little sampled fill, and that goes like this. A little bit slower. And then we go into another chorus. And after that chorus, we go into Rick Ross's verse. Okay, that starts out pretty sparse and kind of goes like this. That second bass drum is only barely audible, so you could probably leave it out. Then after a couple of bars of that, we add in the offbeat splashes again. Yeah? Sounds like this. Once more, a little bit more slowly. And then after that, it goes back into the main groove for the rest of that verse. There's a cool little fill right at the end, and that right before we go into the chorus, that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. And then, once again, we're back into our chorus groove. Finally, we end up at Snoop Dogg's verse. Now, to start his verse, it's just hi-hats playing 16th notes. You could maybe add a few bass drums on beat 1 if you want. In sections of his verse, he borrows the same sample that we used as a fill from Ludacris's verse. So that sounds like this. After Snoop Dogg's verse, we're back into the chorus, and then that pretty much wraps up the entire song. So I hope you've been able to keep up. If it's a bit difficult, just take it slowly, break it down, use the music at the bottom of the screen, and work it out as slowly as you can. Then you'll be able to speed it up, play along with the song, and I hope that it's as much fun for you as it was for me. I'll catch you guys at the next lesson.